Hello everyone, and this is Foreign Jake and Foreign Monks. We are currently watching a gameplay which is by Foreign Jake, and he'll be giving tips on his role, what he does within Team Foreign, and how to play the role that is SMG Support. Is that right?
Yep, of course.
So, what are you doing here, and what are you trying to do?
Right, so I'm SMG Support, so my role in this game is to support the objective player, basically slay his SG. So as you can see here, I'm just holding the mid-map, getting a few kills, and I'm next to the flag, so I'm going to go for that pool, but unfortunately I die. But I've got 2 kills, so that's made way for Mohawk here. As you can see, he's going to push his way. Unfortunately, doesn't get the kill in that situation, but you can see what we're trying to do.
Yeah, definitely. And how does this play in with the other teammates? Like, what routes do you have to take, particularly on this map that's bootleg?
Well, on this side, I think is the better side. So I prefer to the main areas for me to hold would be the stairways. So going from to C Dommy, which is right side here, and then between there and mid, and you basically get a few kills down, hold the map, and then you can push through the right, which is the best route to just push. So because they usually spawn back left, and then you can get control of that building, and then from there you can pull the flag.
Yeah, definitely. So, the optimal flag route, do you feel it is the right-hand side, as you said?
Yeah, just basically the way you came, because that's where your team's going to be beat. That, and you want to run the flag straight to your team and get the support from them, because running the flag on your own is just not a good idea at all.
Yeah, completely. And how does the effect of spawns play into your role in particular?
Well, basically, I'm not going to be doing much spawn work. That's going to be up to the ARs who are holding the map. But obviously, I need to be able to tell when they're going to come, where they're going to come from when I'm holding mid-map. So as I'm holding the map, I need to be on the lookout for when they're spawning, and as soon as they spawn, I need to be able to count how long it's going to take for them to get to me in mid-map, and then I need to time my flag pools if I ever go for a flag pool, as I am conspicuously known not to do. Um,
No
but
comment.
yeah, as you see, I'm pushing. I've got a few kills in mid here, and I'm basically pushing for the flag with Mohawk to my right, doing exactly the same, just giving a bit of support. It doesn't really matter who pulls the flags, both SMG players.
Yeah, completely. So you feel it's just important just to pull the flag whenever necessary, rather than one player completely going for it all the time.
Well, yeah, it's up to the team, but like if you have one player completely committed to it, it can leave you in a bit of something. You can't just rely on that player to be alive at the right time for the flag. If it's just pulling the flag just relies on the right situation, which is that you have most of the other team dead and you have players near the flag and you have other players controlling the map. Just you have that one player who, like, if the other players are committed to their other jobs and that are one, you could just have one player committed to pulling the flag. It's not necessarily one player's role though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And you see here, you seem to be holding the right-hand side. And why have you done this? Particularly, like, you notice I died at that point. So why do you feel changing roles to at the moment is an important quality to have?
Well, as a support player, you've got to cover other people's roles as well. So, if you're the AR support player as well, so if you're gonna be holding the map on the right side and Tex will be holding the left side, and seeing as I'm pushing right as well as you, if you die, I'm not gonna push too much because then if I do get in a good spot to pull the flag, I'm gonna have no support behind me. And seeing as Steve is the objective player, he's gonna keep doing what he does, which is go for that flag, and I'm gonna take your role on for a little longer and just try and hold the map and stop them getting to our flag.
Yeah, definitely. And for anyone who doesn't know, I am Foreign Monks, and Steve, who Jake is referring to, is Foreign Mohawk, who is the objective player within Team Foreign and notoriously uses the SMG. You see here, you're pushing the right-hand side pretty heavily, and don't manage to take out Dizzy. What happened?
I don't know. So yeah, I'm basically just pushing the right because that's where most of the pressure seems to be at the moment. Because you get periods in the game where you just have a constant pressure going down. You want to just keep spawning, get into that area, keep the pressure on, keep the other team having to hold you back until you eventually get through with the flag. And as you can see here, they pulled our flag and we managed to do well to get all down, and then we can probably go for a counter cap in.
Yeah, definitely. Do you feel cutting a flag cap, do you feel it's better to cut it off later and go for a counter, or early and be defensive?
I think it is safer to and better probably to secure your flag rather than have the enemy flag, because you want to have both teams with both their flags at this base rather than have a stalemate, because a stalemate just stagnates the game, and especially when you're an aggressive team, which I think we are, it's not a good position to have to play defensively, which happens in stalemate, and is it depends on the team. You might want to go for the stalemate, and you might want to play the counter cap. But if you're an aggressive team, I'd say keep your flag safe and then play off that and try and make the plays so the other team have to play to your style. So keep your flag at your base and then push the other team.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that's a mentality that we all have within our team. Just wanted to make that clear to anybody watching this video. So on this side, what setup do you think? What spawn do you want to manipulate, remove, and generally, where do you want your teammates to be?
Well, in my opinion, this is the worst side. So as you can see, I'm not gonna be as aggressive. You're gonna see me spend more time in this mid area, just holding the map and just letting Steve pull flags and bring them towards me as I hold the enemy off, hopefully for him. Basically, I want Tech is going to spend most of the game, and Tech is our AR Slayer. He's going to be spending most of the game on the road, just holding the spawn. So we're going to try and make them spawn there. Otherwise, they'll spawn back left here, which Monksy's going to be sat, and he's going to hold those spawns off. And then basically, I'm going to either sit mid and just hold mid, while Mohawk goes through either of the free routes and tries to pull a flag away and bring it to me, or I'm going to go flag myself and push up, but maybe try and get a few kills and just make something happen so we can get that flag pull. So once we've got that flag away, if we have the map control, it should be a guaranteed cap.
Yeah, and if you look at the mini map here, we seem to have one of our perfect setups in my opinion in terms of forcing the road spawn. Oh, and you pick up that nice magic kill there.
We pushed through the mid there, and then I could have sat mid. I could have waited for Steve, but unfortunately I can't rely on Steve just to get all the kills and pull the flag, so I'm going to support him. I did just that, and I managed to get a few kills and pull the flag away. Unfortunately, there was someone waiting for me, but we managed to get the flag pull, so it was almost a flag cap in a way, because if we had got that flag, we would have probably had it.
Yeah, definitely. You seem to be focusing a lot on that middle area, but you see there that end C domination side spawn just outside the building came into fruition. You see, that's something that seems to be a big factor within our team. Within most teams, actually, you seem to get that dodgy spawn. And how do you think this affects this map?
It's just generally the Modern Warfare 3 spawns. You always got to expect some weird kind of spawn because none of the maps are perfect. So, as you can see on this map, we're always aware of a weird spawn going down. That's why we have two ARs on each side, just ready to have a spawn trap. We don't really have a passive AR and an aggressive AR like you would on Black Ops. We just have two ARs who both expect a spawn trap, and it's a good job to be honest. Because if you try to manipulate the spawns by pushing one side, you can never expect them to spawn on the side you expect. So you just have to have two ARs on each side, making sure they hold that map wherever they spawn. As you can see here, we manipulated the spawns so they spawned on the back left, which isn't orthodox at all, but that has worked in our favour. Now we've got the flag, and now we've pulled it along road where they usually spawn, and we actually managed to cap it.
Yeah, you see, and you decided to opt for running it road at the last second now after you saw the mini map. Was that communication, do you feel, or was that just general awareness?
Well, road is because road is where they usually spawn. No one ever pulls it there, but the left side is joined with the middle side, so if they spawn left, it's easy for them to get into mid compared with road where they're kind of stuck in a dead end. So if they're going to spawn back left, road's probably the best place to spawn, because once you get around the corner, you're away. And you've got Tech, that AR, who's just holding that as well, so no one's going to get behind you or anything. So if you have as you and Mohawk there, you were just holding that left side, and even if you didn't get the kills, even if you were just delaying them, there's still plenty of time for me to get the cap, and I got the cap there. And now we're 1-0 up.
Yeah, and what is your ideal setup as an SMG support player?
What do you mean?
As in perks, weapons, and proficiencies.
Right. Well, I have 3 SMGs. My 3 best SMGs are the UMP, the PP9, and the MP7. And basically, whatever SMG I use depends on the map. So on a close quarter map like this, I'd probably use the PP9. On a longer sort of map like Lockdown, I'd probably use the MP7. But the UMP is kind of middle of the range gun. So when you want a bit of diversity, when you get having a bit of a bad game with a gun, you just want to change it around a bit, but you don't necessarily want to use either opposite range gun, which if for an MP7 map you don't want to use the PP9. Change the UMP, gives it a bit of a mix up, and basically, yeah, changing your gun just keeps you on your toes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely, and that bit of diversity as well can sometimes inspire a bit of a new game. You see here, I managed to pull the flag away, which is quite unorthodox for me here. So what are you doing to support me? and holding down this left-hand side spawn as well as
Our team works. We don't necessarily have the objective player always pulling the flag. It's the situation, as I was saying before, is basically who's in the right spot at the right time and when we have 3 downs. So as you can see, just because we're both support players, we can hold each other's positions for when we die. So you're busy with the flag, so I just take your spot. It doesn't matter, I've got an SMG, most amounts I managed to get that 2-piece before, and we managed to get that flag cap at the end. And I managed to hold that for quite a bit actually as well.
yeah,
And as you can see, we win that 2-0.
Yeah, he did a good job of replacing me on that left-hand side, as you said. But so overall, what are the main tips of being an SMG support player?
Well, I'd say basically SMG support is just about holding them out, supporting your objective player, and main tips would be to remember to support your teammates' positions when they are out of position, as obviously you can't always be doing your role at one time, and basically never be afraid to push and change role. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for watching everyone. Be sure to like the video and subscribe.